Hey, hi everyone. I'm Cindy Freeze. I'm from the Central Delaware Chamber. Glad to see some old faces here I haven't seen in a while. Um, I want to thank our two sponsors, which is Trace Sorrell Ice Cream Parlor and Putt Putt and the Bavarian Inn. I'm going to introduce Tina Gray, and she is going to start her presentation. Tina, you're on mute. You got to unmute yourself.
Oh boy. So hi everyone. Good morning. I apologize for the delay. We're having a little probably me technical issues, but we're going to make this work. So I'm Tina Gary. I'm the business service representative for Kent County, and today I'm going to talk to you about some of the programs that we offer employers through the employment and training programs. So Cindy, next slide, please.
Okay, can everybody see that?
Hi, we don't see it in presentation mode.
Okay, so how do I do that? Your screen is sharing.
Yeah, just if you go to the bottom right, there should be like an easel that you could present.
Present.
I can't see the bottom of your screen. Or slideshow at the top, you can also get there.
Is it on my host tools? Share screen.
We see your screen. You're just not like in presenter mode.
And that's at the bottom.
There's also something at the top that says slideshow.
I apologize. I've never
From
had
the
to do this.
first slideshow and then
Yeah, I did.
okay, slideshow and
So
then
at the top,
scanning.
it should say where you're in the presentation, it should say slideshow.
And under more, maybe?
Just on the PowerPoint itself, like in Microsoft PowerPoint, there's a bunch of
Okay.
tabs on the top. Home, insert draw, and then slideshow. Yeah, there's your mouse. I see it.
All right, so this thing, I don't know what that is on me.
Slideshow at the top.
Okay, slideshow.
Yep, almost there.
Oh, right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then from beginning,
All the way top left.
top left.
Top left.
Or just below that. There
From
you go.
beginning. All right, thank you.
All right. So I'm going to talk about some of the programs that we have. Cindy, next slide, please. Just push enter.
Another one?
Just, yeah, next slide.
Can you see it?
Is it showing up on everybody's screen?
I see it.
Okay, perfect. All right, I think we got it. So, Division of Employment and Training, our mission is to provide services enabling employers and job seekers to make informed employment and training choices leading to employment. And who we serve are employers, job seekers, career changers, future workers, and educators and trainers. So I'm going to go through some of the ways that we do that today. Cindy, next slide, please. So did you know that DET administered more than 30 programs and grants statewide? We connected job seekers with employers while developing Delaware's workforce to meet the ever-changing needs of its employers. Last year, we served more than 8,000 job seekers and more than 94,000 services were provided to them. Almost 1,500 employers were we serviced, and more than 112,000 jobs were posted on the Delaware JobLink, and we provided 38 training providers with services. So next slide, Cindy.
Excuse me.
Business services.
I think we're on we're seeing a few slides ahead of where you're talking. I don't know if that's
Okay,
intentional.
so I'm now on business services for employers, Cindy.
Okay, that's where I'm
That's
at
what
now. We were one
Okay.
ahead. I don't know where she's reading that from, but okay.
Okay, so the Department of Employment and Training can assist in recruiting and job posting. We put our job postings on the Delaware JobLink. So we work with employers on setting up accounts on the Delaware JobLink, and then we will post any openings that the employer has on the Delaware JobLink, which will then reach all of our job seekers that are registered on the Delaware JobLink. So what we do with employers is identify their hiring needs. We will also market and assist with individual or group recruitment processes. We customize hiring strategies. And we also, and this is my favorite, is conducting job fairs statewide. Next slide, Cindy. So some of the, also, I'm going to talk a little bit about the business services for employers. Again, we can create employer accounts in the Delaware JobLink. Again, we match job seekers. We do the assessments. We will also work with employees to, we do some assistance with soft skills and interviewing strategies. So when they're getting to our employers, they have some coaching on interviewing strategies. So some of the programs that we offer are apprenticeship and training. We do the on-the-job training, Fidelity Bonding program, our Apex program, and Elevate Delaware in our work tax credits, our work opportunity tax credit. So I'm going to go through each of them. Next slide, Cindy. The first
Okay,
one.
make sure we're on the right slide though.
So
'cause
we
I'm
are
not-
on, we're here to help businesses of all sizes. Oh,
So we're on the job training one now.
apprenticeship and training.
No, we were just on that one.
Okay, so we're on the apprenticeship and training slide, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so apprenticeship and training, it's a proven approach for preparing workers for jobs while meeting the needs of businesses for a highly skilled workforce. Okay, it's an employee-driven, earn while you learn model that combines on-the-job training with job-related classroom instruction. Registered apprentices are sponsored and supported by their employer. They're working during the day and attending school at night. Registered apprentices increase their skills, and they also experience an increase in wages. So again, it's a customized training that meets industry standards. It's increased knowledge that transfers through on-the-job learning from an experienced mentor. It's combined with educational courses and work-based learning. It helps to enhance employee retention. 91% of apprentices that complete an apprenticeship program are still employed 9 months later. A safer workplace may reduce worker compensation costs due to the program's emphasis on safety and training. It is a stable and reliable pipeline for qualified workers, and it's a systemic approach to training. So it ensures employees are trained and certified to produce at the highest skill level required for the occupation. Okay, next slide, Cindy.
Can I ask a question on this one though?
Yes.
Or do you want to wait till the end?
You go ahead.
So what kind of trainings do they offer? I mean, they probably have certain ones for like
For
what kind of
the apprenticeship and training.
yes.
Yeah. Jennifer, are you on here?
Yes.
Maybe she could talk
Hi.
about
I'm
that
going
for
to
a
reach out
second.
to Jennifer to help us with that one because we do have a lengthy list of apprenticeship, but Jennifer probably knows them all by heart.
Some of the basic ones that,
Sorry,
you know,
Jennifer.
No, the ones that probably the most there's several on the actual website, but the main ones that most people go into is the electrical journeyman electrician. They try to get that, which is a 5-year program. They have automotive, which is a 2-year HVAC. They have a restaurant association has one now, culinary. So that is something that is run by Sodal in partnership with DOL. That is one that's not widely known about, but it is there and it's very good. That one does take with people with backgrounds. They have plumbing, welding. Welding is a big one as well. They are adding on some medical programs that they're working with. That is fully in the works, so they will be rolling that out. And they are working with Polytech on some programs for working on airplanes. That's something they're trying to set up in a federal apprentice program as well. So those are just a few, but they're kind of like the main ones that everybody looks at.
okay. Like management, like if someone has somebody and they want to move them up to management, do they have stuff
No.
like that? No?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's other types of training programs through Department of Labor that can possibly help pay for things like that, but not so much for apprenticeship.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still a lot.
I mean, there's several more, but those are the highlighted ones that everybody typically asks about.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, I just was
No,
curious.
no problem. Thanks, Jen.
You're welcome.
So the other program that we have is the on-the-job training program. This is one of my favorite programs. So the purpose for this is to fill employment gaps for individuals who are underexperienced or undereducated and are looking to upskill their careers. The eligible for businesses willing to hire underexperienced or undereducated employees and take on the responsibility of training the employee. There's a specialized training is provided to an employee by an employer to help the employee develop the necessary skills and ability to perform the job. And this is the best part of this program is that the employer could be eligible for up to 50% reimbursement of the employee's wages during the OJT period, and that is to help cover the cost of the training. So who is eligible for OJT is businesses, for-profit, nonprofit, and government agencies physically located in Delaware. No, I'm just adding a little bit more to that.
Okay.
Who are employers who are hiring for a full-time position, minimum of 35 hours per week. The starting wage for an OJT is a minimum of $16 per hour. And the new hire will be retained beyond completion of the OJT training, and the training will take place during normal business hours. Current employees cannot be displaced by bringing in somebody in the OJT program. The business must comply with all state and federal laws. And if there is a union with the employer, there must be union concurrence to bring in the OJT program. Okay, next slide, Cindy. Did you have a question?
I was gonna ask what kind of companies would use this, like
So,
pretty much everybody else.
so
For
for the,
example, we're here, we own a handyman company, so would this be something that we would be able to take advantage of?
if you are seeking a full-time employer, a full-time employee, if you would work with the program expert, we would refer you over to them They would work with you on creating a on-the-job training plan. And then we also would help to try to match with the candidate that would be eligible for this program. And then you would go on to the approval process. So if you're hiring for a full-time person, 35 hours or more a week, we certainly can see if we can get that position eligible. And if you are interested in that, I can get your information and refer you on to Gina, who manages the OJT program.
I mean, it's worth trying.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, we actually reached out about 2 weeks ago and hadn't really heard a response, so that's kind of what led us here. Um, I think
Right.
this morning Gina actually, or I'm sorry, Tina responded to an email through a recommendation from Anastasia Jackson. Because we had filled out the form about 2 weeks ago and we just didn't hear anything back. And then I think now we've been CC'd in on an email with Gina, maybe. Sorry, there's
Yes.
a lot of Tinas and Ginas and
Yes. So I'm Tina. I did receive that email and I forwarded it to Gina, who is our program expert. I sent out an email this morning that I did that. So you should be hearing from Gina soon. I know that we have some big events coming up. This tomorrow is the Employer Expo. It's a free event. It's going to be going over lots of the Department of Labor programs. So if you have anybody and haven't signed up for that yet, I strongly recommend you can also sign up tomorrow at the event if you choose to come in. It's going to go over a lot of these programs as well and more. So hopefully you're going to be hearing from Gina in the next few days. And I have moved that email forward. So hopefully we're going to hear soon. The
sounds
next
good.
program, and if you don't, please reach out to me again and I will follow up.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, great. So the next program I'm going to talk about is our Fidelity Bonding program. The Fidelity Bonding process, the employer hires a qualified applicant. The new employee gives the employer a letter of introduction and eligibility for a DOL DET program. The employer then contacts the Department of Labor bond program, and I certainly can make that referral if anyone's interested. And then our administrator takes the required information and will issue a fidelity bond. Persons eligible for bonding is a person with a record of arrest, conviction, or imprisonment, a history of alcohol or drug abuse, persons with poor credit history, a person with bankruptcy in their past, person with no work history, dishonorably discharged from the military, or a lack of employment history. So we can get program bonding. It's paid by the Department of Labor. So this is something I encourage employers to look at because, sometimes we're really struggling to find qualified employees, and some of these things are disqualifiers. So it is a comfort to the employers to know that we can give a bond for those high-risk employees. And then going along with that, we have our APEX program, which is dedicated to opening opportunities to individuals with criminal histories who wish to obtain gainful employment and overall economic mobility. So we have APEX coordinators. If there is a job seeker who is convicted of a crime, we will work with them to get an expungement and then eventually a pardon and then eventually an expungement. So if you have any job seekers that you really see as good candidates, we can bond them and then we can get them into the APEX program and work on dissolving those charges from their records. So the next slide, Cindy. The next program, I really like this one also. We provide up to $10,000 for non-credit certificate programs. So if you have an employee who you may want to move up into a higher position, we can provide up to $10,000 for non-credit certificate programs. And this is for employees who have 51 or less employees. So to be eligible for Elevate Delaware, the employer must have 51 or less employees. This will provide a payment that supports completing important, it doesn't cover accredited programs, non-credited certificate programs. It helps to improve skills and opportunities for current employees and helps to increase their employment capacity. And again, 51 employees or less. Employer is a Delaware-based company, and they must be paying unemployment insurance taxes. And Elevate Delaware is a program that helps employers expand by investing in workforce development and helps Delaware residents increase their earnings. So very good program. If anyone is interested, they have an employee already working, they're interested in helping to move them up into various positions, we can make that referral to our program expert. Just reach out to myself and I will pass that referral forward also. Next slide.
And that would be like non-certified, non-credit certifications. What kind of programs are out there for that? Just to give people
So
idea.
for the Elevate Delaware, we do the CNA program. CDL is another very big one. We do medical assistant is another one that's really big. We have a whole list of programs, and if it's something of interest and we don't have that program, our Elevate Delaware coordinator will work with the schools. I know that they just got a certificate program created at Wilmington University for an employee of who they were trying to move up. So there are multiple non-credit. It's a work-based learning. So a lot of the programs that Deltech offer in their work-based learning are eligible for Elevate Delaware.
Okay. And that'd be even like learning how to use a piece of equipment in construction or something, correct?
Yeah, if we have, and I know the food bank. And Jen, do you know if we're working with the food bank with Elevate yet for their certificate program for warehouse?
Yes, Elevate can be used for any program that's on Delaware JobLink. So I believe they are they have a warehouse and they have a culinary program.
Mhm.
So they have both of those. Polytech also has a forklift certification, OSHA certification that's 3 days long. That is on the website as well. For that. And that doesn't help with Elevate because 3 days isn't very long to get anything paid, but and I think Deltech was looking at something, but I'm not sure if there's nothing on the website for Deltech yet, but that's something that was they were talking about adding. So yeah, so that's but anything on the Delaware JobLink website training wise will qualify. And
Okay.
I think there's a couple things they can try to get if it's not on the website. They can try to get at it.
And Cindy, what we're doing, we have a team of people who are working with Elevate Delaware. An example, I had an employer who had a admin who was taking on additional responsibilities doing taxes, and he wanted to move her up to an accountant. It's a credited program, but what we did, our Elevate team worked with them. They found a certificate program that will help to move her into accounting when she's ready to go for her accountant degree. So and they're willing to try. So if there's an employer who's interested in the Elevate Delaware program, certainly reach out and we can connect you with them, and they can make lots of things work.
Yeah, it sounds like a great program.
Yeah, it is. It's a very good program. I like the Elevate Delaware also. It's just it's focused for more smaller employers. And I think there's a need. And with the $10,000, it really helps the students pay some bills, everyday expenses, uniforms, those kind of things. So if you're interested in that, reach out and we can connect you with Laura. All right, work opportunity tax credit. This is a federal tax credit that offers incentive for private businesses to hire individuals who have consistently faced barriers of employment. And we spoke earlier about some of those barriers that people have. And the main objective of this is to enable employees to gradually move into self-sufficiency, gainful employment, and on-the-job experiences. And then there's the credit for employers can be as much as, and then there's for adult new hires can be, the tax credit can be up to $2,400. For new summer youth hires, up to $1,200. And then for each new long-term family assisted recipient hired over a 2-year period could be up to $9,000. And those are the people who are receiving state assistance, your SNAP programs and things like that. So those are the work opportunity tax credits that we offer as well. Again, if this is something that you may be interested in, reach out and we can connect you with that program expert. So the next slide, Cindy, is we have 4 American Job Centers statewide. We have one in Wilmington, one in Newark, of course, the Dover office, and then we have one in Georgetown. So some of our employers are statewide. You can reach out to any of the American Job Centers and they will connect you with the proper people. And then the next slide just has my information. If anyone's interested in anything that we've discussed today, please feel free to reach out. There is a QR code if you'd like to scan that, and it will take you to a form where you can request additional information for any of our programs.
Right, I'm gonna stop sharing. Everybody get that?
Tina.
Hi, Arlene.
Hi, great job. Great job.
Thank you. Once we
Yeah.
got through the technology things, we did it. Thank you.
That's okay. I'm right there with you. Could you
Yeah.
go over when you were talking about the employer expo tomorrow? Give me a little information on that.
Yes. So the Employer Expo tomorrow, we are going, so it's a free, I'm going to try to pull out my card on this. It's a free event that we're offering to employers in Delaware. And we're going to be going over many Department of Labor programs. So not just the employment and training. And there's a registration link. And then we're going to have breakout rooms. And there's going to be various topics that the experts will be there presenting. We're going to have Department of Labor tables set up with materials for the employers. We're going to have breakfast and lunch, which is very important. And it's an all-day event. And like I said, it's free of charge. So I really encourage employers to come, as there's going to be a lot of information there.
And where and what time?
It's at Bally's, and I believe registration is starting at 8 o'clock. And Arlene, I'll send you an email with the link and additional information.
Okay.
So you'll have that. And then I think I may have sent that to you, but I'll do it. I'll send it to you as soon as we're finished. And
Thank
you'll
you.
have that again.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Maybe we could go around and everyone can, if they got a question or introduce themselves. We'll start with Jennifer. I think she's are you there, Jennifer?
I am. I'm just trying to get to my mute. I'm sorry. I am Jennifer Jerzak. I'm with Department of Labor, but Division of Vocational Rehabilitation.
And then we have Good Company.
Hi, this is Paul and Kayla with Good Company Handyman. We're just interested in, we're trying to hire on our first employee, so we're just looking at all the resources.
Oh, they have a lot. Do you have any other questions you might want to ask them, or?
We will just get in
Uh,
touch with some.
Yeah, we'll just wait to hear back from Gina about the on-the-job training and
Okay.
look into other resources.
If anyone else feels like.
Barbara Steele?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, great. First of all, I am a great fan of the Department of Labor. They are incredible. If you've never been to one of their events, go, even if you don't want a table there. I've done probably 10 to 12 tables at different events, and it's a wonderful way to connect with people. It's a wonderful way to connect with the people who are searching for people. I was probably one of the first ones to sign up for tomorrow's event at Valley's, and I don't spend a whole day anywhere, but I'm spending the whole day there because it's going to be incredible.
Cool. Thank you. Michael Keeley?
Good
Say
morning.
that right?
Yep, good morning. I'm Mike Healy. I'm a co-owner of a new Meineke in Smyrna that opened about 6 weeks ago. So we're in the process of ramping a team. So always looking for new ways to find good talent.
Yeah, it sounds like they have ways.
So I'm going
Did you
to, if you don't mind, sending me your information. I think maybe if you're seeking to get your team together, we can help you with that. We can get you a Delaware JobLink account. We can get some resumes for you and help you to hopefully get some of your stuff together. So let me know if you're interested in doing that.
Will do. I took your contact info, and I actually, while we were on the call here, I filled out the JobLink employer application. So it's
Oh, great.
As is
Great,
pending.
excellent.
Good.
Ka-
Todd?
Kayla, you're on this call, correct? No, okay. The good company who was inquiring about the OJT, you just got a response from Gina, so that should be
Yes, I
good.
just saw that came through. Thank you.
Okay, awesome.
Hey, Todd, are you there? It's not me. Denise? I missed Denise here.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Denise Burke. I'm with the Delaware Department of Labor Division of Vocational Rehabilitation. I'm the Senior Administrator of Business Relations. I apologize, I'm on the road, but I'm also on the planning committee for the Business Summit tomorrow. And I hope everybody is able to come. I wanted to throw out some of the sessions that we have going on. We'll be talking about multiple different industrial affairs sessions, wage laws. The Paid Family Leave Act is a huge thing that everybody has many questions about. We have a session about recruitment and retention services through vocational rehabilitation, apprenticeship, just everything that Department of Labor does. We have different sessions to answer all your questions, and all the directors are going to be there to also answer questions. And we obviously have resource tables from each division too. So I hope to see y'all out there, and please come up and find me if you do attend.
Thank you. And then also I have done other coffee coachings, and if you go to our website, there's one on the family plan, which was really good. I think we did 2 on that, but they're all recorded. You can go into the coffee coaching, go back and look at the history and find some answers if you need those too.
Mm.
Did I miss anybody?
Can you hear me now, Cindy?
Me?
Yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead, Todd.
Yeah, I don't know, my mic wasn't on, I guess. Yeah, my name's Todd Hilliker. I'm the Veterans Employment Rep. I work pretty much daily with Tina. And Tina, I just wanted to say great presentation. And I hope we can be of some help too, especially the Meineke guy, Mike, and the other business.
Yeah. You have a lot of programs, so there's something there for everybody, I think. Anybody else have any questions?
I was just going to say, I'm Erlene George. I have a financial education firm.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed you.
That's okay. And we just need so much help. So many people are struggling with their finances these days. And I put together a complimentary game plan just to see if you're on track, where you need to be to make your financial goals and dreams come true, or if we need to make a few carburetor adjustments, whether it's getting out of debt, planning for retirement, having the right kind of income protection, anything under the financial umbrella, we help our clients with. So I'm definitely going to be there tomorrow because we need a lot of help.
Yeah. Anybody else? Tina, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I just want to say thank you very much for your patience getting set up this morning. And hopefully, please feel free to reach out to myself, Todd. We're here to help you and hopefully fill some of them positions that you have, get you some funding. So we're here anytime. Please feel free to reach out.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Our next coffee coaching won't be till February. I'm going to start a marketing one. So if anybody has any suggestions on what they'd like to hear about, please give me a call or shoot me over an email. And I thank everybody.
Have a nice Thanksgiving, Cindy.
Thanks.
Good seeing you.
You too.